What is going on, everybody? It's your homie boy Saintedwhisper, guys, and I want to talk about today about Little Nightmares 3. So, as you guys already know, last weekend we officially beat Little Nightmares 3 through a whole entire thing, and I feel like I got some thoughts on it. As someone who streamlined the whole entire season, we started off from Little Nightmares 2, and then to 1 into the DLC. This one definitely felt a lot different, and I definitely want to talk about it. So, just in case you guys don't know, for a minute, I never played Little Nightmares until technically about 3 weeks ago. So we went through Little Nightmares 2, then we backdoors went through Little Nightmares 1, and then we played the DLC. And I'm gonna tell you right now, from the very beginning, what hooked me was the story from the beginning, even to a point where my friend, I called a really good friend that I know, and he was just saying, hey dude, they got comics, they even had like a mobile game that I went to check out. So I was hooked. I was into this. Like, Little Nightmares was my thing now, and I didn't realize how deep it had went. So coming into Little Nightmares 3, I was expecting a lot, I was expecting so much though. But just to kind of give you a little backstory, what I was kind of expecting, like with Little Nightmares 2, we had those wild chases with monsters. You literally would, like, I feel like you would just dream about, you know what I mean? Or you really had, like, I can say you have nightmares, but and after the betrayal of Mono, and had to know what happened next. That's why I went to Little Nightmares 1. And what I learned about Six's hunger, how she got her powers, and the way the DLC tied it together with us learning how we became gnomes. She turned me into a gnome, even though she ate my boy at the end. Everything was connected. Everything was amazing, dude. And everything of all things just made sense. It just made sense. The story to me had made sense of what was going on. So I can say naturally, when Little Nightmares 3 dropped, I was expecting something different, I was expecting a reference to Six, maybe Mono, even a small nod to the old story, but instead, what we got was completely new story, new characters, new same world. Which, of course, I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that happening, because I understood that they had switched people. I guess I don't know, they switched companies, but they switched teams, I guess you could say. So I feel like it wasn't gonna be like it was gonna be on a drop of bucket. Everything was gonna be the same. Like I said, the same, but everything was gonna be great. And basically everything was gonna run smooth, like I say. So if you guys don't know, I stream here on YouTube. Just to say that I stream here on YouTube. So we live streamed the whole entire game. We played 2, 1 DLC, all of it. Took us a couple of days to do it, but we played through the whole thing. Now, Little Nightmares 3, I played through a whole entire game. Creepy hallways, some environments, monsters that look like they should have been terrifying, but honestly, to me, none of them really stood out. They were good, but none of them really just like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like in Little Nightmares 2, I automatically think of like the long leg lady. You know what I mean? And I would say the only, like in Little Nightmares 3, the only person that really, the only person that really made like a to me, I guess, was the lady that took off her stuff for the spider. I call her the spider lady, I guess. But even then, it was like the chases were like, oh, okay, compared to how like everything else felt like it was always so close to you getting caught or something. So, but also I can say the puzzles were easy, the tension wasn't the same, and most of all, the story just left me confused. Honestly, I kept asking myself, why are you going through mirrors? Why did Lone disappear? What is even happening? Again, the first 2 games, even when things got weird, there was still some type of direction, and this one just not so much. Now, again, I know the original creators stepped back on another project. That's understandable, and they made it. It just made it felt a lot different, right? The story was a lot different. But as someone who loved the series for its mystery and dark storytelling, Little Nightmares 3 just didn't hit that same spark. It wasn't bad. It kind of felt mediocre. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like a spooky dream, you wake up and you immediately forget, unfortunately. Anyway, that's my take, guys. If you play Little Nightmares 3, let me know what you thought. Maybe you caught something I missed. And if you're new here, I played through the whole entire season, as I told you, on stream. So if you guys want to go check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. Thank you guys for watching the video. Until next time, Saintedwhisper out. See ya. Peace.